Microbiology GNM, Unit 1, History of Bacteriology and Microbiology. Introduction, Medical Microbiology, the medical branch that deals with causative agents of infectious diseases of man, his reaction to those infections, the ways in which they produce disease and the methods for diagnosis. Study of causative agent of infectious disease. Etiology, man's response to the infections, disease, symptoms of disease. Distribution or habitat of disease to humans. Epidemiology, steps of producing disease. Pathogenesis, diagnosing the disease. Laboratory, diagnosis. Important scientists. Microbiology, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, father of microbiology. Louis Pasteur, father of modern microbiology. Joseph Lister, father of antiseptic surgery. Robert Koch, father of bacteriology. Edward Jenner, smallpox vaccine. Alexander Fleming, penicillin antibiotic. Antony van Leeuwenhoek, 1632 to 1723. He is father of microbiology. He was a Dutch textile merchant and linen draper. He discovered both protists and bacteria, called them animalcules. He discovered blood cells and microscopic nematodes. 1673, he reported his first observations: bee mouthparts, stings, human louse and fungus. Royal Society, 1676, he observed water and saw tiny organisms, first bacteria observed by man and called animalcules. Robert Hooke confirmed his discoveries. He discovered sperm, described spermatozoa, and concluded fertilization occurs when spermatozoa penetrated the egg. Louis Pasteur, 1822 to 1895. He is father of modern microbiology. He was trained chemist of Franz Pasteur contributions. He established that fermentation was caused by microbial agents. Developed methods and techniques of bacteriology. Proved that all forms of life, even microbes, grow only from their progeny, not de novo development of steam, sterilizer, autoclave and hot air oven. Studies on anthrax, chicken cholera and hydrophobia. He introduced attenuated live vaccine for prophylactic use. He demonstrated the protective role of anthrax vaccine in animals, incubated at high temperature, 42 to 43 degrees Celsius, and proved that bacilli induced specific protection against anthrax. He coined the term vaccine. He developed a vaccine for hydrophobia, rabies, milestone for immunization in medicine. Edward Jenner, 1749-1823, pioneer of smallpox vaccine and father of immunology, smallpox, a deadly disease affecting 10 million people annually. Observation: milkmaids with cowpox didn't get smallpox. Jenner's experiment, 1796. Inoculated 8-year-old James Phipps with cowpox, later exposed him to smallpox. He remained immune. Key contributions: proved cowpox inoculation prevented smallpox, introduced person-to-person vaccination, conducted 23 case studies before publishing, founded the Jennerian Institution, 1803. Smallpox declared eradicated, World Health Organization, 1980. Robert Koch, 1843 to 1910. Father of bacteriology, contributions, perfected bacteriological techniques, introduced pure culture methods using solid media, developed staining techniques, discovered anthrax bacillus, tubercle bacillus, and cholera vibrios. Koch postulates a microorganism is the causative agent of a disease if, present in all cases of the disease, can be isolated in pure culture. When introduced into a healthy animal, causes the disease, can be re-isolated from the infected animal. Later, it was added that specific antibodies should be found in patient serum. Exceptions: some diseases, e.g. leprosy, do not fully meet these criteria. Koch's phenomenon: guinea pigs already infected with tubercle bacillus showed a strong inflammatory response when reinfected. This hypersensitivity reaction is called Koch's phenomenon. Koch's work revolutionized bacteriology and infectious disease research. Joseph Lister, 1827 to 1912. British surgeon and father of antiseptic surgery, 1867, introduced antiseptic techniques, drastically reducing surgical mortality and infections. Lister's contributions used carbolic acid, phenol as an antiseptic, methods, sprayed instruments, wounds and dressings to prevent infection, reduced gangrene and post-surgical infections, required surgeons to wear gloves and wash hands with carbolic acid. Impact marked a shift from laudable pus to modern aseptic surgery, revolutionized sterilization and surgical safety. Alexander Fleming, 1881 to 1955, Scottish biologist and pharmacologist, best known for discovering lysozyme, 1923, and penicillin, 1928. Nobel Prize, 1945, with Howard Florey and Ernst Boris Chain for penicillin discovery, key contributions. Researched under Almroth Wright, a pioneer in immunology and vaccines. During World War I, witnessed deaths from anaerobic bacterial infections. Discovery of penicillin, observed mold colonies killing bacteria on agar plates. Identified it as a Penicillium genus mold. Found it effective against gram-positive pathogens causing scarlet fever, pneumonia, gonorrhea, meningitis, and diphtheria. Florey and Chain helped mass-produce penicillin, saving millions during World War II. I did not invent penicillin, nature did that. I only discovered it by accident. Fleming.